Hey YouTubers, Raven here.
Starfire!
And today we're reviewing the last 2 weeks of The Flash.
We wanted to see them together.
Yeah.
So we just waited until both episodes aired so we could just watch them together since it was a 2-part episode.
Yes.
Yeah, and we've been trying to get together to do this since the second episode aired, but stuff has happened and we haven't been able to. So
Yeah.
we're finally doing it now.
Yes.
So it was season 8, episode 19, negative part 1, and episode 20, negative part 2.
I thought they were great episodes.
They were. A lot of stuff happened.
Yeah. I enjoyed it all.
I just wish we'd gotten more with Chester and Allegra.
Oh my gosh, right? Imagine this was a series finale and we barely got any Allegra.
Right?
Like,
I know.
that's fun.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I got another season.
Right? Like, we needed another season. Like, that was BS.
Because like we've been saying, they cannot end the show without Iris being pregnant with the Tornado Twins.
Exactly.
It has to happen.
See, my thing is that I don't think it's going to be twins. Unfortunately, I need it to be the Tornado Twins. I need it to be the twins because that's
canon.
That's canon. That's what this is, right?
Yeah.
Like, changing their names,
Whatever.
It bothers me that they're cannibalizing the future of the franchise, but, I mean...
The Force be strong with this one.
But I mean, it seems like they might redo The Flash at some point on HBO as a darker version, you know, like what they're doing. Because they're going to move the Superman Lois show onto HBO eventually, and it's going to, like...
Oh, like if it continues, you mean?
Yeah, it's going to be the flagship show for the newer version.
Well, see, I think Superman and Lois isn't trying to be like part of all of that. It's separate.
That's why they made it separate.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he made appearances, and yes, they kind of talk about stuff from the Arrowverse,
but it's its own thing.
They tried to minimize as much as possible,
right?
So that they didn't.
I think the Flash is still going to stay part of the CW just because you know that's.
The Flash is the CW verse, and they basically pulled back
the DC
everything.
TV verse,
and they basically pulled back everything of Superman Lois, and like that's gonna move to HBO. So that's why most of the superhero shows were cut and not renewed, is because they're ending the DC TV on CW. And they're moving it to HBO, but since they're moving it to HBO, they can go darker, and they can allow other things in the show too.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't really set with the vibe that they've been going for, but Superman and Lois still kind of fits that vibe.
Yeah, Superman and Lois definitely does more so than the Flash.
Right. So that's why they're using that as the bridge.
That's probably also why the Flash is going to be mid-season, because if they are planning on ending it with season 9, then they can finish it off on the CW, and then, you know, anything else superhero related can be part of HBO Max.
Yeah, any new superhero shows are going to be airing on HBO, but Superman and Lois might stay on CW for a little bit longer. I'm not too sure.
I just think it's funny that like they're trying to get away from all the superhero stuff on CW, and yet they canceled Tom Swift after 1 season. Which is not a superhero show, but like, I think it was supposed to be a spinoff of Nancy Drew, and yeah,
he seems almost more like like the dude from Uncharted, like a male Tomb Raider, like, because like he does all this stuff and he hunts or whatever, he solves crimes or some shit. Like,
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know that much about him.
He's just not an archaeologist type person.
I don't know that much about him. I just know that it's supposed to be a spinoff of Nancy Drew.
Yeah, like, I was like, really? I feel like we've done this. Like,
but yeah, I mean, I feel like HBO Max for the superhero shows is more about the Batman and Superman stuff and the Justice League stuff. It's not as much
because they want to do more like what Marvel's doing right now, and so they feel like they can do it a lot better
on HBO Max.
On HBO, and they can get better more credited actors and actresses for shows for HBO rather than TV. You know,
right?
So they can get higher paid abilities, whether or not those abilities are better.
Right.
I can name a bajillion actors on TV that are better than a bajillion actors.
Yeah, for sure.
That are in the movies.
I honestly hope that The Flash was for this 9th season will still stay on the CW.
It will. They're not gonna move that to HBO because it's not the genre that they're looking for.
Yeah. But yeah. So.
Yeah. But yeah,
so we learned what was happening with Iris's time sickness, and that she was basically being used as an incubator to.
That's just
help them get the next avatar.
The next negative Speed Force avatar.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm really glad that I just spoiled myself and read the recap, because if I had just watched that episode and Iris had died, I would have been so mad.
Yes, but imagine how you would have felt. I think it would have been...
It would have been worth it, but, if I genuinely thought that she had died, I would have reacted like Barry.
Oh, I know. But see, personally, I would have loved to see that reaction from you.
I probably would have gotten up and, screamed and, slammed my fist on the bed and just was like, why did you kill Iris?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Yeah. No, when that moment happened.
Veronica Mars thing. Why would you do this to me?
When that happened, I got this mental picture of what I wish would have happened. I was like, damn it, I missed out on that.
Yeah. But, I figured that she would probably be okay, but in the moment I would have been really upset.
Right.
Because I've had far too many of those things happen with TV shows that I like, and it would just be my luck that the couple that I love more than anything, one of them dies, and it just would have hurt my heart so much.
Yes. No, I get that completely.
That would have been even more of a betrayal than the other show was, because I like The Flash way more than that show.
Yes, but I would also tell you to keep in mind that the guy behind the show is a comic book person.
I know, and he's a West Allen fan of himself too.
So he wouldn't have killed her.
He always makes sure that they get the happy endings that they need to have. I would have probably just been more upset in the moment than thinking about it future wise.
Right.
She's probably okay, but I would have just been why would you do this to me?
Right.
Why?
You Savitar all over again. Dude, that still hurts.
I was just so happy to have a scene with them where they kissed and they got to be lovey and cuddle and just
it's been so long since we've gotten cuddles.
So long since we've had a scene like that from them.
We haven't had cuddles since before COVID,
and we haven't really had many kisses either. And so it was just nice to have that West Allen back, and see those scenes that we would like to see.
Yes. Very much.
And I like how Barry just sat there and was tapping into the positives, the
positive
still
forces.
Force, or was it the still force?
It was. The flash that we had to the house that he was sitting in, that was the still force. But I think he was more so tapping into all the forces to enable him to do that.
Yeah, most likely. But just being this doesn't have to be. What did he say? It doesn't have to be.
He said something about like we're not meant to tip.
Oh yeah, we're not meant to tip the scales. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just there needs to be a balance.
Yeah.
There to the universe. There can't be one more than the other. That's the whole point of the balance.
Mhm.
Like with a scale going down or going up, like
you need the yin yang.
Yeah, you want it to be balanced. You don't want one to be higher than the other.
Mhm.
And so, that was the only way that it was going to change and get better, was to balance it out again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But that transformation, holy shit! I was like,
they straight up pulled his skin off. And
there was the suit underneath it. Like, that was so freaking weird.
It was. It really was.
I had no other way to react to that than what I said. Like,
right.
I'm just like, shit, what just happened?
Like, he started doing this, I was like, the fuck is that? The yellow suit under his skin?
And then you see Wells's Thawne face, and you're like,
right? Like, I think what they should have done, instead of just make it, oh, I'm the Wells Thawne now, it's like, I think what they should have done is, I mean, yes, they could have kept the, like, tearing of the skin and stuff to signify rebirth.
Yeah.
But kept it Eobard Thawne.
Right.
And have his face slowly change to signify that it's still him, but it's a different version of him. Because from the doctor's point of view, like, this dude jumped in her guy's body, you know?
Yeah.
She didn't know, like, yes, he had a similar, if not same name, but it's a different actor. He does not look the same.
What I thought was weird about it was the fact that it was, like, Iris that disappeared, and then it was, like, her going into him, and I'm like, wait, why would Iris be going into him?
It's the negative tachyon particles that were in Iris.
Oh, okay, I see.
To give him the ability.
Yeah, that makes sense now. I was just like, for a second, I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But yeah, like.
I'm sad. There's no more Thawnes at all.
Well, they could bring back Tom Cavanaugh. You never know. They make it seem like...
No, yes, they can bring back Cavanaugh, but not as Reverse Flash.
As Thawne.
Yeah.
Because see, the way that they did this was they literally, they were, like, on the final script when they found out that they were getting another season. So they literally had the finale written when they found out they were getting a season 9. So this would have been how it had ended if we didn't get another season.
Yeah.
Because Eric Wallace wanted the ending to be this big epic showdown between Thawne and the Flash. And so that's what he was going to give us.
Right.
And so...
But now we're getting Cobalt Blue, so yay!
Possibly.
I mean, come on, what else could that blue gem at the end be?
That's what basically they mentioned in the recap of it when they talked about that. So.
Yeah, no, it has to be Cobalt. Like...
Yeah.
Eek.
And he's a villain too?
Yeah. Yep. I think there's been, like, a couple different versions of Cobalt Blue. Correct me if I'm wrong, but don't bitch at me. But I do think one of them was Wally.
I don't think we're gonna see Wally again, though.
Well, no, but I mean, also it couldn't be Wally in this universe because Wally is Iris's brother in this universe, and in comics they're not related. They might have the same damn last name, but they ain't related.
Right. They're not.
No.
I'm trying to find what that recap was because it was like over a week ago, but we talked about it. Okay, so let's see.
No, in one of the comic versions, I do think that they are related, and that version of him became Blue Cobalt.
I was so happy that Tinya and her mom got reunited.
Yeah.
That was good.
Right? That was nice.
Yeah.
So
it's like, TV Line spoke with Flash showrunner Eric Wallace about planting the seeds for the Time Sickness arc, whether we've now really seen the last of Tom Cavanaugh, why West Allen has been put through the ringer, and what that final image meant. So TV Line's like, I gave you a slow golf clap when Joe revealed that the Time Stone was in his cabinet, and we got the flashback to Damian handing him it.
Mm-hmm.
You really played the long game. What would you say was the very first seed for this Time Sickness storyline? And he's all, it really starts in season 7, in episode 715, I believe, where Iris seems to have the flu off camera. Candace was not available for that episode, so we were like, I wonder why Iris is not available. Hey, what if this is a diabolical master plan of some kind? And what if it's really the bad guys and not the flu? What if they've given her a time sickness and she won't figure it out for another 6 months? Oh my goodness, we're going to have the most epic involved storyline ever, and we're going to pay it off. That's where it started. And then there's a deleted scene that unfortunately didn't make the cut at the end of season 7, right before the vow renewal. It's a scene with Iris and Nora. And then TV Line actually posted that deleted scene with the necklace. Yes, the necklace scene. I can't remember if we had the finished effects there, but at the top of the scene, you see Iris's eyes glow green for the first time. Even though she got it off camera in episode 15, that's where the time sickness would have been confirmed to the audience. But instead, we talked about it in episodes 8-1, 8-2, 8-3. And they're like, did you by chance film these new scenes with Neil McDonough the same time as Armageddon, knowing this callback was coming? And they said no. He said no, but we knew we wanted to bring him back. Going into Armageddon, we knew, oh, this is how we're going to cure Iris' time sickness. It's going to be in some capacity using the time stone. So I hope Neil is available to come back. At that point, I had seen the dailies of him working with the rest of Team Flash, and it was just magic. I thought it'd make a perfect bookend, not only to the end of the season as far as wrapping up the time sickness storyline, but wrapping up the Armageddon storyline. What hopefully everyone gets is really this has all been about Armageddon, the beginning of the season and the end of the season. In the first 5 episodes, we couldn't show Armageddon because the hero prevents it. Then as soon as we got around to episodes 804 and 805, we realized that if Flash solves the mystery and defeats the bad guy, we won't get to see the coolest thing ever. Well, I guess we know what our season finale is now. It was wonderful symmetry. So, he's like, that was quite the last hurrah for Reverse Flash, but Tom Cavanaugh has speculated over the years that when the Flash really does come to an end, there'd need to be a final face-off. Do you have any idea what that would look like? No, not yet, because when we were writing the finale for season 8, we thought that was the series finale. So we were like, we've got to have the greatest, most epic battle ever between Grant and Tom. That's how it has to end. And after the script was done and we were getting ready to start prep, that's when we got the news that we would be getting a 9th season. So we were like, oh crap, we just did the ultimate battle. How are we supposed to ever top that? Then it was like, let's just kill him for now and worry about that later. Because Reverse Flash and the negative Reverse Flash, just like Frost, are dead. I mean, they are dead. Now, having said that, it is a comic book show, and I'm pretty sure that in season 9, there's some reason that you might see Tom Cavanaugh again. I won't go into it, but that's a pretty safe bet. So. And then, it's like your leading lady, Candace, has been a bit cornered off from the rest of the cast in the canvas in recent years, starting with season 6's Mirrorverse arc and followed by her storyline in Coast City this season, and then being MIA for these past 4 weeks. Is there a why behind that? And coming out of this finale, can you promise that season 9 will be different on that front? Okay. I hear the note underneath the note. Yes, I can unequivocally say that in season 9, you will see much, much more of Barry and Iris together. Not just together in the same room, but together in all ways. It's something that is a part of the new approach for the new season. Every season is different, and season 9 is going to be very, very fun and very exciting. The reason we can do that is because of what West Allen have been through over the last season and a half specifically, being apart and growing individually. As we see in this finale, Iris was the last person to have not leveled up yet, and we get to see it actually happen in the episode. Now that she's completed her journey of leveling up, she and Barry can both face what is coming in season 9 together as a couple. So you will see much more of them together, unlike what you saw in season 8 at times. So yeah.
What the fuck did she level up? Her spark?
I think by realizing, yeah, probably.
There's no spark to level up!
but by her being the one that does it. Because Barry's always the one.
Yes, but how did she tap into the Speed Force while she was in the Time Stone?
You saw what was happening when she was in there. The lightning was all around her and everything.
But she gave up the little that she had left of the Speed Force like 2 seasons ago. So how does she have that?
I don't know. Maybe it's remnants from...
From what? She gave up the last of it.
And then the part about with Caitlin, they're like, how will the outcome of Caitlin's experiment reconcile with the promise made to Danielle Panabaker that Frost is truly and sincerely dead? And he's like, Danielle told the truth, and I'm keeping my promise to her. Frost is dead. But Danielle Panabaker is still a regular on The Flash, and we heard her voice speaking to Mark. That begs the question, who's in there? Is it Caitlin, or is it something else? That is something we will see immediately at the top of season 9, and I think everyone will be as surprised as Mark is. So.
She said, I think I'm a friend. She doesn't know she's a friend.
Yeah.
And I'm trying... I don't know anybody else with Snow.
And it's like, when we spoke last month, you didn't know the answer to this. Is season 9 going to be the final season? He's like, I still do not know. I do not know. I hope it's not. I've got plenty of plans. The first 3 seasons I was showrunner, 6, 7, and 8 really is one big omnibus. And that whole story is now done. I'm now formulating a new, shorter 2-season plan for seasons 9 and 10. So I sure hope I get to tell that story because I know where I'm driving to.
Fuck. He wants 10? I mean, I'm on board for it, but...
Well, we know that they're going to be shorter seasons if we do get another after season 9.
Mm-hmm.
Because season 9 is going to be mid-season, so...
Yeah.
It's probably going to be, no more than, 15 episodes.
Oh, fuck. That's hella short.
Well, usually mid-season shows are 13 episodes.
Yeah.
So, and that's about what we got for Black Lightning.
Yeah, but that's Black Lightning. No one was watching that.
It went for 4 seasons. People were watching it.
Not at the end. You teased us with Tara, and then you didn't deliver.
Tara?
Yeah. She was an Earth meta.
Oh. I don't even remember that.
They gave from Teen Titans.
Oh, yeah.
But the story is that she has a twin brother. And the dude that Jennifer was getting with, that Earth guy, he said he had a sister.
Oh, yeah.
They teased Tara and did not deliver. Damn, man.
Maybe we'll eventually see his character on Titans at some point.
No.
Anyway.
Yeah. I really appreciated the story of the last 2 episodes. I full on thought Cecile was kind of losing it in the previous episode.
In a way, I'm kind of glad she's back to just having her empathic powers and now apparently telekinesis.
Right?
But
the Force is strong with it. Fuck yeah.
That was awesome.
Right?
But yeah, so because I was getting worried about her.
Yeah.
Having all this power, I was worried that it was going to turn her into, a bad person.
Right? Like, the way she was dressing was not helping.
And so I was just like, I love you, Cecile, but tone it down just a bit.
Right? Can you wear some color so I don't have to worry about you?
I mean,
I know she wears mainly darker clothes, but...
She wears a lot of neutral clothes, yeah.
Yeah, but, like, her acting like that and wearing the black outfits constantly just made me think of when she went insane because she was wearing the not her, you know, that always wore black and had the mask.
They always have like badass people wear like leather and like leather pants, and I mean,
right?
I don't think that you necessarily have to do that. Like anybody can be badass if they want to be.
That's true. I'm badass.
So yeah, I mean, like, I'm just glad she's back to how she was.
Yeah.
With more power, but not like supreme power.
Yeah.
So.
I'm glad that Top got her powers back.
Mm-hmm.
I am not glad that Queen, she was
Mona.
Yeah. I'm not glad that she got her powers back.
Yeah. What did she do again? I don't even remember.
She was part of the Joker, the Ace, King and Queen, I think she was Queen. You know, the deck people.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm forgetting their names again, but that's because this version of them just... I don't like them.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. But, yeah, like... yeah, I was like, hey, she took her powers away. We'll never have to see this bitch again. And then she shows up later in the episode. She's gonna help you. Why is she in why is she in civvy clothes? Like, what? Oh, they put her back in Iron Hearts. I'm like, well, why did you let her go? Even though she didn't have powers, did not mean she did not do that on purpose.
The way that Wells died in Lian Yu, though...
Straight up, like, watching Indiana Jones shit.
Right? Shriveling up and, like, aging super fast.
Mm-hmm. All that we were missing was the Voldemort, like, type stuff where he just floated away.
But it felt more like what happened in the third Indiana Jones versus Raiders when they drank from the cup and they had the eternal youth and then they just aged super
like,
fast.
that's what I'm saying, because they turned to dust and, like, floated away, so I was like... Right. That's why I said, like, the Voldemort, like, thing, where, like, because, you know, at the end of at the end of Harry Potter, you know, like, how after they kill all the words. Anyways, the Horcruxes, after they destroyed all those, like, he turned in, like, it was, like, almost, like, fucking paper mache going away with the wind. Like, I was like, that's the only thing you're missing, is the turning the sand paper mache thing. Like, do it. Go. But instead you got mummified.
Yeah.
So that was interesting.
It was. Yeah. And I love how, I don't know the actress's name, but the one who plays Barry's mom, I like how she's one of the forces in the positive force, and she's Joan in 2049, and she's been his mom, and, like, all these things. Like, I just love that, like, they bring her back as well as John Wesley Shipp, and they get to play all these different versions of, like, different characters. Yes. It's just really cool.
See, the one thing that confuses me, though, is that Joan is Nora from Earth 2, right? So why is Joan and not Nora? Because
it's our 2049, it's not Earth 2 2049?
No, because Earth 2 is gone. The multiverse is gone, and they went to... And they crossed over, and they traveled to the future to stay with them.
That's right.
because they were more scientific, and so it made more sense for, like, Joan is more, like, Earth 2 was more scientifically advanced than Earth Prime.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to the future so that they wouldn't screw up with the development of Earth Prime.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seriously, a lot of times I watch it and then I don't remember what happened after. So it's...
Well, I mean, remember, Jesse and Harry came from Earth 2.
Yeah.
Earth 2 was very scientifically advanced. More so than they were or are on Earth Prime, right? So when the multiverse collapsed in the crossover, all the multiverses got into ships and tried to escape, right? Well, all the Flashes came together and whatnot. So with that happening, they went to the future because they had the brain capacity of the current modern day Earth 2, which is more technologically advanced than where we're at right now. It's very reminiscent of where they are in 2049. You know, like the holographic talking stuff, and you know, the Star Wars shit type.
Yeah.
You know? But Barry and Iris, their time zone is not up to that.
Right. So
you don't want these brilliant scientific minds to be stuck in technological past. You know, they need to be where they can help progress and not fast forward things. You know?
Yeah.
So, I think that's why they went to 2049.
Probably.
So that they don't screw with the timeline of technology.
Right.
Because,
I mean, maybe, like, Iris's leveling up was, like, kind of mediocre compared to everybody else's, but I think in a way it's just kind of symbolic because, you know, her being able to get that connection back with him was kind of her way of doing that and being able to get back to him.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
Because
I mean, I know that Iris doesn't have abilities. Like, that's not a thing. But, like,
I don't know.
I can't think level up and then she still be human.
Yeah. Well, Cecile had said leveling up in the episode, and she's human.
Basic bitch human, girl. Iris like you and me.
I was like, what do you mean?
Not meta-human.
Okay.
They're not human, they're meta-human. There's a difference.
Yeah. I know.
So...
I mean, anybody can kind of have their, like, blow up or level up or whatever. It doesn't matter what you are, you know.
But within the confines of a show like this, when you say, this character's leveling up...
It's like they're a video game character.
Exactly. And so I'm just like... This is a letdown.
Yeah.
I mean, when Cecile leveled up and then lost it, and then she, like...
For me...
Like, I was like, that's still a level up, holy hell.
For me, it wasn't so much about her leveling up or being the last person to level up in the episode. For me, it was about her being able to find that connection again with him.
Right.
And because their love literally knows no bounds. Like, nothing will get in the way of that.
Yeah.
And it's just, you know... I'm just going to keep repeating myself. But yeah, they're just the epitome of that whole thing.
They
are. Like the whole, in whatever timeline, universe, Earth, planet, whatever, eternity, infinity, like, they will always
they're the Snow White and Prince Charming of...
Don't compare them to Snow White and Prince Charming. Hell no. No.
I'll always find you.
No. West Ellen are 100 times better than them.
I know. I just wanted to see your reaction because it's brilliant.
Rumbell is better than Snowing.
Yes.
Whatever.
I think Snowing would have been good if they would have kept Snow as a badass.
Well, I've never been a huge, like,
me neither.
Snow White, Prince Charming. Like, for me, with the Disney princesses, it was always, like, Belle and the Beast, or, like, Jasmine and Aladdin, or, you know, like, the different ones like that, or Ariel, and, you know. So, it's, I don't know. I mean, you know, they're fairy tales. They're going to be the way they are.
Right.
But West Ellen is so much more than that.
They are. So. It's just like, it's similar.
Yeah.
You know, like.
It's similar in some ways, but
like, the connection that they have.
The connection, yes. But
that's what I was, you know.
the way they wrote the characters, no.
Oh, hell no. No. Snoring had the potential to be.
Now, Swanfire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Swanfire or Emma and August. I would have been fine with either one of those.
Mm-hmm. Anyone with Regina.
Outlaw Queen was the best.
It was the best, but, like, you know.
But I mean, like, there's a lot of couples that you could, like, use that whole thing with, you know, the finding and the connection. But I don't feel like there's a whole lot
like Princess Buttercup.
Yeah, but I don't feel like there's a whole lot that actually epitomizes that.
Wesley.
I don't feel like there's very many. It's a very small group of couples that really epitomize that and show that. And are truly, like, an OTP. You know?
Very much like Princess Buttercup and Wesley.
Okay, then.
Princess Bride.
Oh.
Princess Buttercup and Wesley.
That tells you how many times I've seen that movie, because...
You wound my soul.
I've only seen it, like, probably 3 times.
I live for this movie.
Yes, I know. Lots of people do. Yep. I am Inigo Montoya. You kill my father for your parents to die. Yeah. That is the best line from the movie. It's not that I don't like the movie. I just get tired of hearing about it.
It's got Andre the Giant. Like,
it's good. I like it. It's, like, hilarious, and it's, like, all kinds of, you know, random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Never go against Cecilia when death is on the line!
It was just never a movie that I was, like, super obsessed with, like a lot of people I know are.
Yeah. My mom really liked it, so we watched it a lot.
I don't even own it.
I own VHS and DVD.
I think I rented it when I saw it.
You wound the very depths of my soul.
Hey, Chad probably has it. I don't have it. But yeah. So.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope with season 9 being more fun and exciting, we also get more Chester and Allegra, or Chalegra, as people are calling them. And Cecile and Joe need to freaking finally get married, okay?
Yes, and we need to freaking see the child.
They need to get married. They literally are basically married already. They just need to finalize it. Mm-hmm. They live together. They have a child together. Mm-hmm. They basically are married. Mm-hmm. They just don't have the piece of paper that says that they're married.
Or the ring.
Or the ring. But like when Joe...
No ringy, no dingy. No ring.
when Joe though was like, you know, looking at the picture of him and Iris, and he was like saying baby girl and all that, like I wanted to cry because like Joe and Iris's relationship is so sweet.
It is.
Like I love their father-daughter relationship.
I love how it's grown over the course of the seasons.
Yeah, definitely. I love that relationship.
He went from being the overprotective father to the supportive father. Yeah. And I really liked that.
Joe's just a big papa bear. Like he's like the voice of wisdom for everyone.
He's everyone's daddy.
He's everyone's papa bear. Like he's just he's awesome. So
I would love a hug from Joe. Holy hell!
I bet a hug from Grant Gustin. Are you freaking kidding me?
I'd love more than a hug from Grant. But you know what?
He's a father now. But yeah.
I bet Joe gives the best hugs.
I'm sure he probably does. I mean, hey, I got to meet Carlos Valdez and Danielle Panabaker, so. I just need to meet Grant and Candace and Jesse, L. Martin, and Cecile.
Yeah. We need to see their child, or she doesn't exist.
We do need to see their child.
She is over 4 years old now.
We need to get Cecile and Joe married. We need to see their child. We need to get Iris pregnant.
With twins. I'm sorry, Bart, but...
Because as Eric Wallace stated, we will see much more of them together as a couple. And not just together, but together in all ways.
You know what was my favorite scene? When they, when everything started off with them, right? You know what my favorite scene was?
What?
We got proof that they slept in the same bed. I was like, yes, we're starting on the twins now, baby.
Okay, this is not the 1960s. Married couples share their beds
They
now.
weren't married by then. They were sharing the loft before they got married.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, because they got married in season 4, so
they were sharing the loft before then, because remember he was looking for a place to, a couch to crash on, because Iris had the loft.
Well, of course they're gonna sleep together. They're dating.
Yeah.
They're committed to each other, and they know that they're each other's one, and there's no reason for them not to.
Right! But I'm just saying, in order to solidify in fans' minds that they are going for the twins.
Yeah. Well, there's been a lot of references of it through these seasons. I mean, when Barry was all...
After the Mirrorverse, we got the let's start making our children now.
But we also got the whole thing with, him talking about, what was it, diapers and all that, when he comes back from being in, isolation, and he's all,
And he said, he said something that makes you think there's two of them at once.
Yeah.
And...
So, I mean, there's been a lot of references to that.
Yeah.
So we are going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
I have faith in Eric Wallace that he will give us what we want.
Yeah.
Give the fans what they want.
Yes.
And for the most part, we've been given what we want.
Mm-hmm.
What we wanted.
I don't just want to have the twins.
You want them to be the tornado twins.
If they're twins, they're tornado twins. But not only do I want the twins, twins, I would love... even though I have my theories on who it is, I want to see who Nora's dating, y'all. I need to see who Nora's dating.
I think that was just more of an in-passing thing.
I know! But, now my mind is, mentally shipping her with the best friend from the previous season.
Maybe there's fan fiction on that.
And I know, I need to get looked that up.
Because I think that was just in passing. I don't think we're going to get
that. I know, we probably will, but I really want to see it.
Yeah.
I know she was just telling her dad so that she could you know.
I mean, heck, you could always tweet the Flash Writers Room and be like, and put that in their minds and be like, hey,
can we see Nora's
can
GF?
we see Nora's girlfriend?
Yeah. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, as long as we get those other things, then it's fine.
Yeah. I'm fine without the reveal.
Honestly,
I just really want it.
Honestly, I'm okay. I'm fine with it all as long as Barry and Iris are together always. Like, I don't even care what else happens. As long as they're together in the end, that's all that matters to me.
Dude, if we get a season 10... Okay, look.
If we get a season 10, it's going to be a short season, too, though.
Yes, but listen. If we get a season... We need confirmation this season she's pregnant.
Yeah.
If we get a season 10 and it ain't twins, I'ma freaking go insane.
Yeah. Well, probably, if we get a season 10, we'll get 2 more, 13-episode seasons, probably. And then it'll be done.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. We'll see. Season 9 may be the end. Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't think we will officially know until the season starts airing.
Yeah.
So. Because it's not necessarily up to the writers and the creators. It's up to the network.
Exactly.
And if the network wants to end it, then it will end.
Yeah.
And if the actors want to leave and end it as well, like with Supernatural, for instance. Because it was Jared and Jensen that said something.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to end it.
Right, but they've been doing it for
15 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, 14 years. At that point.
We were kids.
We were 14 when Supernatural started. When I started high school.
Yeah, we were freshmen.
Yeah. But I didn't start watching it until 9 years later.
I watched it on reruns on TNT with Charmed.
I watched Charmed in reruns on TNT, but I didn't watch Supernatural.
I watched the entire 3 hour block or whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
I watched.
Or wait, was it a 4 hour block? It was one episode of Charmed and then a Supernatural and then Charmed and then Supernatural.
I missed the days when we talked about Charmed and it was my first time watching it and you were and I was talking about it with you and you were telling me stuff about it. Same with Buffy. And
we need to find a new show.
I know. The Winchesters.
We'll try it.
We'll try. Because
Because
it's connected to Supernatural, so I feel like I need to at least give it a shot.
Right. Or the days that we'd walk home from the city bus, sit on my lawn, and talk about what I thought of Emma Stone. Or not Emma Stone, Emma Snow. I was thinking Snow White and
Swan.
Emma. Yes. I love Emma Stone. Okay, let's get that straight. Fucking Cruella is amazing.
Yes, Cruella is amazing.
Okay, yeah. But
no, but I do.
Yeah. So, yes.
I miss having them be the first time I watched them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you can never see a show for the first time again.
Yeah.
Once you've seen it, you've seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't have that whole anticipation and excitement of seeing it for the first time and being what's gonna happen, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah. I mean, you can still relive it. A lot of times when I go back and rewatch, there'll be things that I completely forgot about. But yeah.
Right. So. Yeah. Okay. Thought they were trying to get hold of me.
Yeah, we do, but it's just difficult to watch because everything's so busy and different.
And now we won't be together anymore.
I know.
I'm moving, guys.
Sadness.
Yeah.
So all of our reviews in the future will be on Zoom.
Yes. All of them, period.
All of them.
Yeah. You won't get the intermittent us on the same screen again.
Sadness.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, Well, Blood and Treasure Season 2 is going to premiere on the 17th of this month. Remember we watched that?
We did. Yes.
Paramount Plus.
Yes.
July 17th. That's moving to Paramount Plus, so it's going to be on that.
Okay.
That's where it's going to be airing now, so. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to check out Winchester's because it is connected with Supernatural.
Yes.
And that's going to be in October, so you're probably not going to get anything else from us until then. And then The Flash will probably be January or February, depending on, because, you know, a lot of times with CW, their mid-season starts a month after most mid-season shows start, because, like, they start their shows in October, not September.
Right.
Like, the most of the fall shows start. So their mid-season will probably be February instead of January. But we'll find out as it gets closer. So I guess the next thing you have to look forward to from us is the Winchesters if we decide to review it. Probably watch the first episode and then be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe we'll watch the first few and then decide.
Yeah.
And then just
I try to give anime 3 episodes.
If we do decide to review, we'll just do a recap of the first 3 episodes. And then
Yeah. But I don't think there's any upcoming shows other than that we're really interested
Stargirl season, what is it, 4 or 3?
I never finished season 1.
Well, the next season of Stargirl is premiering August 31st. And Miss Marvel's currently on. I haven't watched that yet.
I want to. It looks
it's going to be really short though. It's not going to be, I don't think, multiple seasons. I think it's just going to be the one like mini series type thing. I think the only ones that are getting multiple seasons are Loki and maybe it's just Loki.
Winter Soldier?
No, that was just one. I think. Hawkeye was just one. Was just a mini series.
What about the Doctor Strange show?
WandaVision? Oh, What If? What If is getting another one, yeah, the animated one. So What If and Loki are the 2 that are getting other seasons. But the rest of them have just been one.
They should just make a series with
and it is
with
and they are
Hawkeye's,
still in phase 4. I was
daughter.
wrong. They are in phase 4. It's phase 5 they're going to be heading into, I think, after the movie stuff.
Right. We need more of Hawkeye's daughter.
Yeah.
Because she's cool. He's not, but she is.
The thing that people liked about Hawkeye, the show, was that it had a deaf character in it. And so you got to see that ASL, like that deaf representation. And it's like based around, it's like Christmas time, because the show premiered like in November, December. So yeah, it's very holiday based.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, yeah, other than any of the things that are on right now through the summer, like I think the only thing that we would be doing upcoming is like the Winchesters if we do that. Just because like everything's so crazy right now with like you moving and like, you know, stuff going on with me, and so it's hard right now.
Yeah.
So we'll see how things are in the next few months, but that's basically what the plan is for the future. So,
yeah.
I mean, we'll try to watch Justice League when we can. Because that's only half hours, so that's not as bad, you know. Yep. And we can see that on Discord. Our way through that, so. And we could just watch that through Discord. Just somebody can stream it.
Yeah. One of us can do it.
Yeah. I'm just glad we don't have to rent the discs anymore.
Right? That was so bad.
Yeah, it's finally on HBO Max. And they finally added one of the specials for Doctor Who. So they have season 13 and they have the New Year's special. But they don't have the one that aired on Easter yet on there. So you can get caught up now.
I just need to find the time.
Yes. I'm honestly excited for the final special and the 60th special.
Yeah.
David Tennant and Catherine Tate are coming back.
I cannot.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
They're like my favorite duo.
David Tennant. Anyway.
Without them, we wouldn't have had Peter Capaldi's run.
Right.
That was her first actual, like, full-on, like, she's had small little trips with him when, like, the marriage and before that. But Fires of Pompeii was her first full-on episode.
Yeah. Which is an awesome episode, honestly.
And without that episode, we wouldn't have gotten Peter Capaldi.
Season 4 is the best Tenet season.
Yes.
And I think most people would agree with that. Oh my god, stop! Raggedy Man, goodbye.
No!
Serves you right. Serves you right. Okay. Well, The Flash is over for the season.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to season 9 and much more West Allen together as a couple.
And Chalegra.
And Chalegra, hopefully.
All the virus we can get.
Yeah, so I guess
Until next time, keep believing in the impossible.